This is Benjamin Champion, a resident of Sunny Isles for the last 7 years. He has witnessed the dozens of changes South Florida has gone through over the last few years, some raising more concern than others.
So living near the ocean has been relaxing in the sense that you have the ambiance of the water near you at all times. The views are very nice, but when it storms, I would say, we get a lot of the backlash, the negative side effects of global warming, which includes the storm drains backing up from what the capacity can hold. Our streets flood a lot when it rains hard. You know what routes to take to avoid your car getting compromised.
Sea levels rising is a growing threat in our Miami community as it threatens our infrastructure and residential areas. This could lead to drastic problems in our future. Flooding, storm surges, and king tides are early indications of this developing problem. Major cities like Sunny Isles, Key West, and Surfside are some of the coastal areas in danger.
Why is it a threat? In South Florida, it's a threat in multiple ways. One is as the sea is rising, areas close to the ocean, particularly low-lying areas, will be flooded.
Eric Rodriguez, homeowner in the Florida Keys, has experienced the detrimental effects of sea levels rising. As a result, it fully damaged and destroyed his home.
Basically, the house was destroyed, the dock was ripped apart. The first floor was flooded. It caused algae. It's a lot of money to fix the dock and the first floor, to repair the fixes of the flood. The house is still being rebuilt.
Eric and hundreds have already had to deal with all kinds of irreparable damages to their homes as a result of these rising sea levels. These are not the only people who will suffer. Business owners around the oceans, bays, and other bodies of water here in Miami and South Florida must prepare for similar fates. How soon and how horrid these detriments will be are still the question up in the air.
So, up to now, we have had about 9 to 10 inches in this region in the last century. Going forward, we expect this rate of rise to accelerate. So the predictions vary from a low number to a high number because we are not very good at predicting ice sheet melts. The computer models are not that accurate yet, but it can range from 1 to 2 feet in 50 years, and by 2100 this could be as much as 4 to 5 feet. Particularly the low-lying communities in South Florida, and best examples are like in Miami Beach, for example. They have floods during this time of the year due to king tide flooding. The other areas are the Keys, Florida Keys, some parts of Miami, some parts of Fort Lauderdale. But the important aspect is, it is the areas that are going to be impacted are going to increase in number and frequency in the future.
Not only is this an issue affecting South Florida, but other coastal communities around the United States and around the world. As the ice caps and ice sheets continue to melt, it'll only progress into a bigger and worse issue for these communities. This issue is inevitable but can still be slowed down. One of the temporary solutions is reducing the amount of greenhouse gases we emit, raising our infrastructure above sea level, relocating and upgrading our sewage system.
I'm very worried that my house or apartment in the future, if I do live near a body of water, will be affected by the sea level rise.
I think my reason for choosing to live so close to the water is because of the relaxation effect. Yes, we do see a lot of the negative impacts of the sea level rising from now. I don't know that I'll be living in Sunny Isles Beach for that long. It does concern me.
Sea levels are increasing every day. Bringing more awareness to this can educate the public.
We have the younger generations to be interested because it's they and their kids who are going to experience this more so than people like us. So I think most important aspect is to communicate with the younger generation why they need to get interested and understand the problem, and get associate themselves with the kind of research and community work that we are doing.
With more information available, the South Florida community can become engaged and help decelerate the issue. Even small actions can reduce our carbon footprint and decrease the frequent sea level rise in our city.